Priscilla drives by the Virginia grocery store, where just a few years after 9/11, her daughter's Girl Scout cookie sale turned ugly.
And this man came up and just started saying horrible things that 6-year-old girls, regardless of the situation, should never be subjected to. Saying things to them about our religion and calling them terrorists and such.
A decade after the September 11th attacks, polls show that nearly half of U.S. Muslims surveyed say they've been targets of racial or religious discrimination. With the American flag on her shoulder and a hijab on her head, Priscilla brings her family to volunteer at this local food shelter. She says they're doing their part as good Muslims, but also hopes their service will change negative stereotypes about their religion.
We do have a little bit more of a consciousness, I guess, that we, do kind of serve as ambassadors, hopefully positive ambassadors for our religion.
I think it does help them see that we're not what they think we are. We're regular people.
The 2.6 million Muslims in the U.S. are still a tiny minority, less than 1% of the population. Recent polls show only 30% of Americans hold favorable views of Islam, which some link to terrorism and oppression of women. Priscilla's husband, Rizwan, works to dispel misconceptions as head of outreach at their mosque. He says he's working to make people more comfortable with his faith so his children have a better future.
People ask, how come you don't condemn terrorism and extremism? Where are the moderate Muslims? And so in the various dialogues at various churches or synagogues, I've had to answer that question to say, no, we actually have condemned terrorism. Our faith condemns terrorism and extremism.
A call to prayer is also perhaps an appeal for tolerance in a so-called land of liberty.